Yes, okay. It is that time, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. It is November 13th, 2017. All right, so I got my notification. So hopefully it works. And I just got mooned. That's great. That's great. Haha. All right, we might actually have a guest that we might have somebody popping in here we haven't had in a long time. So I'm going to send her an invite because she actually thought that I wasn't streaming because where she's from, our good MFer Ori from the Philippines, she actually contacted me. She's like, not streaming today? And I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be streaming in about 5 minutes. And she's like, oh, you changed it to 9 o'clock? I'm like, no. Out in the Philippines, they don't have the daylight savings time like we do. So I was just explaining it to her before I popped on here, how we go back an hour in the fall and we go ahead an hour in the spring. It's really fun. All right, so hello, Bunny. Hi, Melissa. Hey, Timmy. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. It is Monday. All right, it's November 13th. It is our positive news day. All right, I'm just going to send out some invites out here for everybody. Ooh, there she is. Good morning, Ori. How are you, dear? Thank you for tuning in. Yes, I was just letting everybody know about the conversation we were just having. I was explaining to you how the daylight savings times works. So right now, yes, right here in Guelph, Ontario, Canada, it is 8:02 p.m. So that's because our clocks went back. So sorry about the misconfusion, Ori, but good morning and welcome for tuning in. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Dylan. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. All right, my thumb's getting sore from sending these out, but I'm going to send them out. Oh, I guess. Oh, sorry, Dylan. I just sent you one, buddy. Oh yeah, I just sent Dylan one of our vape MFer. Yeah, that's what he is. He's the vape MFer. Yeah, so's Gort though. But all right, guys. So there, I just sent a whole bunch out. So hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. All right, so I'm going to show you guys the work in it so far. All right, so there, the lid is done. Okay, it's a nice. I don't have to put another coat on the lid, but the problem is, okay, I still need another coat on the bottom. So we're still going to use for our shoutouts. All right. Hey, Mindy, thanks for tuning in. Oh, you know what? I forgot to actually pull that out. It's right here, too. It's right here. Sorry, guys. Sorry, here. Look. There's my fancy banner. Welcome to MFers Live. Yes. So high tech. All right. So we're going to do some shoutouts here, guys. And then I'm going to pop over and we're going to, where'd that go? You know what? I thought I had it all organized, but I didn't. All right. So we got that one there, guys. So you guys can actually follow along if you want. Good morning. Yes, it's been a while since you've been here, Ori. It's great to have you back in and hanging out with us. It's awesome. And Ori, it's been a while. Now every Monday and Wednesday we sit. I sit here and I read articles, positive news articles that's happening around the world. And then every Tuesday and Thursday, it is our tea time and our facts. Yes. All right. So who we have here? We have Freedom McIntyre. Let's see. Well, these are all ones stuck together. Look at this. Let's see here. We have Lydia Richardson. Dylan, you got to do your comment and your reaction, buddy. Oh, yeah. Dylan's actually out on the road. He called me earlier today when I was at work. He's like, yeah, I might be traveling through there. I'm like, oh, cool. Never made this far yet. All right, there's Brenda White. Let's go here. Oh, look. Mitchell Coolin. There you go, buddy. Hey, Amy, thanks for tuning in. And look. Dylan Wheeler. Look at that, buddy. You popped in and you got yourself a shout out. Hey, Brady, thanks for tuning in, buddy. And look at this. What luck is that? Look, Ori. There you go, huh? Shout out in the first round. That's awesome. Hello, Leanne. All right. So if I don't say hi, I'm actually using my phone to go to read some news articles. All right. So the first one we're going to, guys, this is the website right here. You guys can follow along if you want. You guys can always tune in there if you want some positive news. But yes, the first articles we're going to be reading are from the Good News Network. And that's not my phone. That's actually my laptop. I got to actually turn that volume off one of these days. Hi, Bunny. Thanks for tuning in. All right, guys. So I got to close this off and open this up. Because, yes, you guys can actually follow along if you want. Let's see here. You know what? I actually saw this one. I wanted to start with this one. Okay, so this is going to be, it is dated for today, but it's the 10 most amazing acts of kindness from the Good News Network on World Kindness Day. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, they have a day for like everything. But yes, today, according to the Good News Network, it is World Kindness Day. All right. So let's see here. This is these are tales of compassion from tales of compassionate celebrities to customer service reps who go above and beyond. These are the Good News Network's favorite good deeds from 2017. So there's a whole bunch of these. We have actually talked on some of these. Hey, JD, thanks for tuning in. All right, so we're going to go number 10. All right, so teen boys filmed giving duvet to homeless man and tucking him in. The building's security camera captured Szymon Wojtek and Marcin of Nysa, Poland, tucking in a cold homeless man on a park bench with a duvet last winter. All right, so number 9, customer admires Chick-fil-A employee so much, he built him a new home. Ever since Brian Smith met Shaquille Williams at Chick-fil-A, he couldn't help but feel inspired by the youth's kindness and disposition. So, as a gift to his beloved restaurant server, Brian built a house for the young man and his family. All right, so number 8. All right, we have humorous judge dismisses ridiculous ticket when the woman parked 2 seconds early. All right, so a woman named Sarah had received a ticket for parking in a no parking zone with restrictions from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Okay, so you can't park in that area between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. When did the unlucky driver receive the ticket? At exactly 9:59 a.m., 2 seconds before the zone restrictions were up. So chuckling, the Providence, Rhode Island judge Frank Capero couldn't stop joking about the penalty. He's like, oh, so what does justice demand in this case? Is it jail? Oh, yes. Just laughing and joking. You can see the big grins. That is amazing. All right. So number 7, a woman changes homeless man's life after he stood on the same street corner for 3 years. Victor Hubbard had been standing on the same street corner waiting for his mother to return for the last 3 years. That is, until Ginger Jones Sprouse finally decided to step in and lend a hand. All right, guys, I will share this so you guys can check these out. Like I said, some of them we have talked upon, but some of these, because we've just been doing the positive news lately, so we got a lot to catch up on. Hello, Chris, Morrison, Ashley. Hey, Nick. Hi, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I'm trying to keep track of everybody that's popping in here so I can at least say hi to you guys. All right, so number 6. Woman invites lonely widower to dinner date. He arrives with suit and flowers. So Ellie Walker was heartbroken when she heard that Edwin Holmes would be spending Christmas Day alone. So she invited him to dinner over the holiday break. Then, when he showed up for the date, he arrived wearing his best suit with flowers in hand, reducing Ellie to tears. Hi, Kyle. Thanks for tuning in, buddy. All right. Oh, this is a really good one. I think I don't know if we touched on this one. I think I have read this one in the past. But I don't think we've actually touched this one. So number 5 is crowd hangs on to suicidal man for 2 hours until help arrives. During rush hour near Golders Green, North London in May, this man climbed over a bridge railing so he could leap to his death. But passerbyers immediately rushed to grab him through the bars so he wouldn't be able to jump. Okay. Yes, and like I said, I will show this, guys. From the picture that's here, you can see we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's like 6 people holding this guy on this bridge. Like I said, it's about the compassion of people. But hey, Nathan, thanks for tuning in. It's like I said, it's great to see everybody popping in. It's our Positive News Mondays. All right, so what do we have here? We have so number 4, Air Canada pilot. Okay, this is Air Canada pilot, guys. For all of us Canadian MFers are here, all right? So Air Canada pilot overhears distressed mom on plane, then drives her to husband's bedside. In response to a family emergency, Antolia DeCinta boarded an Air Canada flight leaving from Toronto to Ottawa to see her husband, who had fallen into a coma while at a work conference. Pilot Matthew Guetta was already flying the plane when he overheard the young mother talking on the phone. He offered to personally take me once he landed the flight to Ottawa General Hospital to be by my husband's side, she told Good News Network. Oh, that's really awesome. All right, see, he didn't have to, and he heard that, so he drove her right there. That's really cool. All right, so number 3, guy sacrifices a Tesla to save unconscious driver. Elon Musk offers to repair it. All right, now Elon Musk is owner of Tesla, the vehicles. So 41-year-old Manfred Kick was driving down the Autobahn, a federally controlled highway with no mandated speed limit, when he saw a Volkswagen swerving dangerously across the road. Curious, Manfred peered into the car's windows only to find that the driver had fallen unconscious against the steering wheel. Okay, that's just, it gives you just little parts of it. I do remember reading this one. He actually drove his vehicle so that the other vehicle kind of creamed into him, softly, not like really damaging. And yes, I remember reading that, but I didn't read that to you guys. Like I said, I've been actually following this website for a little while. And it's kind of like the positive news spot that I get to go. I don't watch the news at 6 and 11 because it's usually negative. I just go on the old internet, type in goodnewsnetwork.org, and boom, I get to read some positive ones. Let's see here. All right, so number 2, plane passengers are left in awe of woman's kindness towards agitated boy with autism. Rochelle and Benzuna Groner were on a plane back from Chaperone, a trip to Israel on Friday. And the flight was expected to take 8 hours. So after a 3-hour delay and 1 hour in the sky, many of the passengers were already exhausted. Then a young boy with autism started having a meltdown. Rochelle told Good News Network that she had only one thought: I gotta help this kid. All right, guys, number 1. I thought this was a really cute one too, and I don't remember reading this story. All right. So number 1, mall opens its doors for stray dogs during winter storm. So to all the pet lovers out there, guys, you guys should like this one. So despite the heavy snow that pummeled Istanbul back in January, the city's stray dogs were safe and snug thanks to a generous local mall that opened its doors to the homeless pups. Aww. And yes, you guys got to really go check this out. Okay, I'm gonna share it to my own wall so you guys can always pop in there. Hey, Derek, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Nathan, what's up, buddy? I have epic news for Monday. All right, Nathan, what's your epic news, buddy? Definitely let it pop out. Let it pop out. All right, you know what? I'm going to see here. Go back here for a second. I'm gonna make sure I'm not missing the comments. All right, we're just gonna go this way. This works just as fast. All right. So Nathan has epic news for Monday. Ooh. Doing good here. All right. See, I love how you guys interact. It's great. Like I said, guys, just bear with me. I can only see the comments until they freeze. And then, all right. So Nathan, you have some epic news for Monday. Dude, let it out. Let me see. All right. So I'm going to close that for a second. I'm going to go find another story here. It's really cool. All right. Here you guys go. For anyone who's suffering from Alzheimer's, or anybody that knows anybody that suffers from Alzheimer's, this will be a good one for you, okay? This one's about Bill Gates. So billionaire and co-founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates, has pledged over $100 million in the fight against brain-wasting diseases, earmarking half of that for startups researching treatments for Alzheimer's disease. It's a huge problem, a growing problem, and the scale of a tragedy, even for the people who stay alive, is very high, he said. I hope that in the next 10 years that we have some powerful drugs, but it's possible that won't be achieved. Of the total sum, around half is set to be donated to the Dementia Discovery Fund, while the rest will go to other organizations focusing on new approaches to Alzheimer's research. Some of the men in my family have suffered from Alzheimer's, Gates wrote, noting that his family history of the disease informed his insights into it, but that isn't the sole reason why he is setting millions aside for funding treatment. Gates said that he felt optimistic about the chances that treatments will be discovered soon. Speaking to Reuters, he said that the money would be invested in startup companies who are working on less mainstream approaches to handling the disease, though he has not yet identified the recipients. Having Bill Gates declare his dedication to making an impact on accelerating progress is great for the cause, the association said in a statement. We extend our deep thanks to Bill Gates for his commitment to moving the Alzheimer's cause forward even faster. and extend our open arms in working together to achieve a world without Alzheimer's. All right, guys. So that's all. All right. So Nathan popped this up. All right, buddy. Oh, Derek got a snake. All right. Jennifer Reed, hey, thanks. Hi, Jen. Thanks for tuning in. Hey, Vet, thanks for tuning in. All right, one second. He wanted the tax break. All right, so got a phone from Kitchener, and as of last Thursday's appointment, I have no live cancer cells in my lung. The radiation we think worked. Wednesday, I go back for, I hope it is my last test set. Right on. That is amazing. That is definitely epic news, buddy. That's definitely something to smile about, dude. That's great. That is amazing. Right on. Hello, Yvette. Yes. That is awesome, buddy. That is. That's oh, I forgot to post that. But yes, that is very that's very spectacular news, buddy. That is very awesome. See, you pulled through, you stayed strong, and it happens. That's great. All right, guys. So, I'm just gonna go back a little bit further than this. All right. So let's see here. Oh, here's one for you. I was actually reading. I read a bunch of these already earlier today, guys. And a lot of these I actually get to read. All right, so a woman given terminal cancer diagnosis to be saved thanks to ex-husband's new wife. Oh, here's one for you guys. Here's one for you. All right. Everyone's like, what? Ex-wife? Yes. All right. So divorce can be a messy affair, and dealing with an ex's new significant other can be even worse. But after she was given a terminal cancer diagnosis earlier this year, a mother of two has been given a second chance thanks to a financial windfall from her ex-husband's new wife. So 41-year-old Nikki Hitchens was first admitted to the hospital with severe abdominal pain back in March. While doctors initially said that she had pelvic abscess and sepsis, they later found a tumor in her cervix. Because physicians said that they could not treat the cancer until her infection cleared up, the tumor jumped from stage 2 cancer to stage 4 in just 7 weeks. And doctors, no, I didn't mean to hit that one. I accidentally hit the wrong button. Sorry about that one. All right. And doctors said it was too late to start treatment. Hitchin, however, refused to give up. So in July, the mom from Chester, England, began treatment at the Chemotherapy Center in Istanbul, Turkey, and the therapy was shockingly successful. The tumor in Hitchin's cervix has all but disappeared, and the tumors throughout the rest of her body have also shrunk considerably. But the 41-year-olds started running out of money. The innovative treatments cost her family almost $100,000. That's to anybody who's from England, that's about 80,000 pounds, right? And she still requires maintenance trips to the center, each of which comes with a hefty $13,000 price tag. And for all my English MFers out there, that would be about 10,000 pounds per trip. Yeah. Hitchin mentioned her dire financial straits to her ex-husband's new wife, Claire, who was not about to let Hitchin suffer alone. Nikki recently told me that they have big decisions to make as the money is running out and she may not be able to continue with her life-saving treatment, says Claire. I feel this is not an option. The boys need their mom, and she deserves a chance to watch them grow into men and have their own families. Claire, who is now the stepmom to Hitchin's 14-year-old and 12-year-old sons, started a Just Giving campaign to raise funds for her husband's previous wife. The page has already raised $38,000 for Hitchin's treatments. And yes, again, for all my English MFers out there, because this is someone from England, right? That's about 29,000 pounds has been raised so far. So to all those who have donated anonymously or not, small amounts, large amounts, every penny is truly appreciated, says Claire on the crowdfunding page. The fact that you have come here to support Nikki is fantastic, and she's completely overwhelmed by the love and support coming through from friends and complete strangers. See? It's always great. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to share it. All right. So we're not going to have any problems sharing. So I can go back again. All right. So let's see here. All right. Should we do that? All right, guys. You know what? I will read one more, and then we're going to go back and we're going to read some comments, and we're going to do some more shout outs. All right. So which one do here. All right. There you go. Another country to ditch fossil fuel vehicles. All right, guys. This is actually dated from yesterday. Sri Lanka announced Thursday plans to replace all state-owned vehicles with electric or hybrid models by 2025, a move that will be extended to private vehicles by 2040. Finance Minister Mangala Samarira said the government will phase out its fleet of diesel and patrol vehicles, including buses, over the next 8 years, switching to electric or hybrid models. Private owners have until 2040 to replace their cars, tuk-tuks, and motorcycles. Sorry. Okay, let me start that sentence again, ladies and gentlemen. I just didn't let that make any sense. All right, so private owners have until 2040 to replace their cars, tuk-tuks, and motorcycles when the country plans to no longer allow any fossil fuel burning vehicles on its roads, he said. Sri Lanka is the latest country to announce plans to phase out fossil fuel vehicles. Britain and France have said that they want to end the sale of diesel and patrol cars by 2040. India wants to make new vehicle sales all electric by 2030. Sri Lanka had around 6.8 million vehicles, most imported from Japan and India, on its roads at the end of 2016, including nearly 720,000 cars. So, to encourage citizens to replace cars, the government announced a slew of measures, including slashing taxes on electric cars and hiking them on large fuel guzzlers, as well as introducing a new carbon tax on fossil fuel burning vehicles. The tax on electric cars will be reduced by over $1 million rupees, which is about $6,600, okay, to encourage motorists to switch to clean energy. Samaria told Parliament while unveiling the government's annual budget for 2018. Import tax on large cars will be hiked by nearly $17,000, he said. And the government has offered cheap credit to the owners of buses and the country's 1.3 tuk-tuk taxis to help them make the switch. Well, that's pretty cool. Samaria presented the country's revenue and expenditure proposals for 2018, a day after slashing taxes on 6 commonly consumed commodities to curb high living costs as inflation hit 7.8%. The government has blamed the record inflation on sharp increases in food prices. Tens of thousands of rice and vegetable farms were hit by severe floods earlier this year that killed hundreds in the island nation. The finance minister also revised up the country's budget deficit for 2017 to 5.2% of GDP from an earlier projection of 4.6%. All right, guys. So I'm going to share that out. All right, as soon as I can share that out, go back and then I'm going to read everybody's comments because it looks like my comment box froze, of course. All right, guys. So bear with me. I'm coming back to read your guys' comments. All right. Where are we here? Oh, there we are. Is it going to open? All right, there we go. Oh, all right. Oh, it slithers the other way. Ah. Yes, it does kind of suck for some classic car owners because like they run on like gas. Like I don't know. I guess I'm going to scrap the owning the 67 Chevy again because no. I guess classic cars are going to be turning into like a museum. You're going to have to let it sit there. Just can't Electric cars are worse on the environment because between cost of batteries, coal burning to make the electricity, and the disposable old batteries, it's way worse. Oh, so you learned something new. I didn't know that. I just thought they were funny little vehicles. But yes, okay. I'm going to do some more shows for you guys because I haven't even had a chance to even pop over to the other webpage that we do our positive piece because there's a lot actually on the Good News Network. So, like I said, we might be able to maybe we'll have some extra stories, some extra positive news stories for Wednesday. Because I know usually it's usually a daybreak, so it's kind of hard to get all positive news. You don't get as much between Monday and Wednesday. But yes, all right. So we're gonna do some shout outs here. We have Olga. There you go, Olga. We have I actually got a nice little mittful here. All right, we have Betty Ann Hunter. We have there's our Joker on duty, Timmy Plain. Solar energy rocks. Oh yes, it does. Solar energy totally rocks these days. It does. Then we have Chantel Sims. We have Sabrina Boltzman. And then we have Becky Pfeiffer. Jazzy Wood Tilly commented on your video. I don't know. Am I losing comments again? Gotta love technology, guys. All right, so we have Nick Boss. Look at that. Speaking of Jazzy, look. There you go, Jazzy. Jazzy Tilly. Yeah. Sure. All right, then look, we got Sarah Anderson. And like always, we have a special shout out to Lily Anderson, who likes drinking with tea with us every Tuesday, learning new facts. Pretty cool. All right, and I always give a special shout out to all my little MFers out there who are tuning in with you folks right now, just to learn some really positive things that are happening in the world. Trust me, kids, you'll need it growing up. All right, look at this, JD Smith. There you go, brother. You were actually on here earlier. Okay, and then we have Melissa Morrison. We have let's see here. We have Kevin Lindsay. There you go, Kevin. And then look. For the second time, Sarah Anderson. And like always shout out to little Lily who likes tuning in, drinking tea with us. It's really awesome. And this is Salem. And sorry, Salem. I don't know where you are today, buddy, but let's see here. Because, so out in the Philippines, they don't have the time change. So I'm wondering how they don't have the time change either. So maybe it might be a little later to him. So, because usually when he tunes in with us, it's usually about 1:30, 2 o'clock his time. All right, so we have Salem. There you go, Salem. All right. We have, hi, Heather. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, this one's upside down, of course. All right, and then just one second. Oh, there we go. Then we have Stephanie McLean. And then we have, look at that. Freedom McIntyre. There you go. And then we have, yes, there you go, Kim. There you go. Kim McDonald. Yeah, there you go. All right, guys. So, we're having some pretty good, it's actually some really positive news feeds today. All right. So, bear with me, everybody. If I do not respond to your comment right away, please bear with me. I have right here where my comments are on the laptop. Right here where the comments are, it's frozen. Okay. So, I have to read off this. So, hi, Kelly. Thank you for tuning in. So, I will be right back so I can go find some other. Where's Skilledale's been hiding? I don't know. He's been, I guess, working, busy. I know that he's been working on, I think he's trying to do another album together. He sings a lot. Oh, yeah. All right, guys. So, bear with me. I will be right back. All right. Hi, Verna. Hope all good. Got my friend here. All right. Talk to you later, Kelly. Thanks for tuning in. Like I said, you can always tune in later, guys. Just make sure you get your comment, your reaction. Your name will be entered twice. Yes, it is our Monday, and this is our positive news day. So, yes. Okay, so I got to get back to the positive news. And there we go. What are we going to have? All right. So this one's dated for yesterday. But when grandma with Alzheimer's can't do her puzzles, teen comes up with a perfect solution. Ooh. So Mary Freites has always adored doing word searches. But after dementia set in as she aged, the 86-year-old found herself unable to participate in her favorite pastime. Saddened by his grandmother's inability to tackle word searches, 17-year-old John Freites came up with a perfect and simple solution. The teens from Needham, Massachusetts, created a custom set of word puzzles with 3 key differences from normal puzzles. A bigger font, simplified words, and no more backward or diagonal answers. While there are already word puzzle collections with larger letters for readers with poor eyesight, No one has ever modified the words to include seniors with Alzheimer's or dementia. Every time I showed her a new word search, her eyes lit up, John told Good News Network. I think she likes the puzzle titled Vacation the most since it brings back lots of fun memories. Mary's reaction to the puzzles was so positive. John presented the word searches to other seniors residing at the Falls at Carnegie Dam Nursing Home, where his grandma lives. He then conducted a scientific study on how the word searches could benefit elderly patients with dementia and presented his findings at the American College of Lifestyle Medicine 2017 conference in October. The amount of interest from health and wellness professionals was surprising, says John. Everyone was shocked by the complexity of word search books currently marketed with larger fonts against the simplistic approach I took to make the game more enjoyable. With the help of Mary's memory care community, Benchmark Senior Living, John published the puzzles in a book called Grandma and Grandpa's Word Searches. What's even better is that all the proceeds from the book will be donated to Alzheimer's research. John told GNN that the best part about publishing a book was his grandmother's reaction to the finished product. When I showed her the book, she was really excited because she was the one who originally suggested that I publish it so that other people could enjoy it too. Watching the seniors succeed with my book and engage in conversations about the subject matter showed me the effect it can have on countless others, not just my grandmother, says the teen. My goals for the book is to help as many seniors and their families as possible, giving them a fun and rewarding activity that helps relieve stress. My secondary goal is raising money for Alzheimer's Association. That's awesome. Like I said, guys, I got a lot of positive news on here. All right, got to share that off. So like I said, guys, you guys can always follow along. I am currently on that one right there, the www.goodnewsnetwork.org. You guys can follow along if you want. Or you guys can just go over to my wall. And like I said, I always post and share the stories that I read off on my positive news days. All right, so let's see here. We've got more. All right, so over here we have. All right, let's see. There's this. I guess the whole thing of dementia is on this. All right, so this is actually from 2 days ago. And this is in the U.S. So lost senior with dementia found in cornfield thanks to police drone. Oh, look, technology, guys. All right, so when this 81-year-old woman with dementia went missing last weekend, police crews were struggling to find her through the difficult terrain. Luckily, the force had begun using an aerial drone for reconnaissance only 6 weeks earlier. So 25 minutes after being deployed, the robot spotted a splash of purple amidst the brown and green colors of the nearby cornfield, a few hundred yards from her home. Officers from the Randolph, okay, I don't need the law getting upset with me on this one, all right? So officers from the Randolph County Sheriff's Office in North Carolina then located where the woman had settled and managed to reunite her with her worried husband. She emerged unharmed from this mishap. The family expressed their gratitude for the quick response. Sheriff Robert Graves posted on the office's Facebook page. I am very proud of all of our team. That is awesome. And you know what, guys, they actually have, they do have the video, but they do have a little picture, and it's like, imagine looking down on a field and there's this little purple dot. It's pretty cool. All right, guys. So I'm going to share this off and get some more positive news going. All right. Okay. So let's see what else we got. We got lots here, guys. Where did here we go. This one's actually a little, all right. I like this one. This is solid but true. All right. So this is kind of like inspiring. This is dated for today. So 93-year-old eats lunch next to picture of his late wife every day. True love never ends. All right. So it's a tale as old as time, and it is touching hearts all over social media. Clarence Purvis made headlines in September after he was seen eating lunch at a restaurant in Reidsville, Georgia, with a picture of his late wife, Caroline Todd. According to WTOC, Clarence and Caroline got married 1 year after they started dating in 1948. The relationship blossomed into 63 years of happy marriage until Caroline passed away in 2013. During those final years, the senior couple would eat lunch at Smith's restaurant every day. Now, even after Caroline's passing, 93-year-old Clarence still eats lunch across from her portrait every day of the week. Additionally, he estimates that he visits her grave at the local cemetery at least 125 times a month. Some people have said that Clarence should try and move on from his wife's death. He remains adamant that true love never has a happy ending because true love never ends. Ain't nobody loved one another more than me and my wife loved one another, Clarence told WTOC. She was always with me when we were living. She's with me now. Clarence isn't the only widower who is content to live in the past. Charles Evans created a whole museum dedicated to his late wife in Starksville, Mississippi, after she passed away in 2011. See, that's love, guys. See, I wish I was born in my grandparents' time. I always say that. I've always said that I was always born in the wrong era. Yes. I guess that would be the era I want to be my grandparents' time, I guess. Yeah. All right. So, yes. Yeah, I still got more here, guys. All right. So, now, to any of the MFers out there who have children, okay, and you have to take your kid to an MRI. Your kid freaks out because they get really terrified in there. So this is actually under the positive news of health. So from terrifying to terrific, man redesigns MRI machine to delight children instead of scaring them. Hospitals can be a very scary place for children to endure, even without leaving the hallways. Those MRI scanners, however, could make it into a real nightmare. Magnetic resonance imaging tests and CT scans require children to lie still on a medical bed for anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes. And the machines usually make loud noises that frighten young patients. Anywhere from 80 to 95% of patients under the age of 9 required sedation in order to undergo the ordeal. For industrial designer Doug Deese, witnessing the trauma of the young patients was more than he could bear. He first saw the horror it caused one child when he designed an MR scanner for the University of Pittsburgh Hospital. I see this young family coming down the hall, and I can tell as they get closer that the little girl is weeping. As they get even closer to me, I notice the father leans down and just goes, "Remember, we talked about this. You can be brave," says Titus. As he looked at the room with his precious MR machine, he realized why the child was so scared. The room itself is kind of dark and has those flickering fluorescent lights. That machine that I had designed basically looked like a brick with a hole in it. The experience did have a positive outcome, however. It inspired Ditz to create the MR Adventure Discovery Series. So in partnership with GE Healthcare and the University of Pittsburgh Hospital, Ditz redesigned the rooms with the MR scanners to feature adventure environments that excited kids rather than scared them. The adventures include aromatherapy, calming decorations, and in some cases, disco ball bubbles that transport patients to another, more imaginative world where simple commands to get the scan done accurately become part of the adventure. In one of the adventure series, children are asked to lie down inside of a canoe. They tell the children to hold still so that they don't rock the boat. And if you really do hold still, the fish will start jumping over the top of you, Diaz explains. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be pretty awesome, wouldn't it? Now I want to go get an MRI just so I can go sit in one of these. That's awesome. Of course. So the Coral City Adventure in the emergency room gives children an underwater experience. It has a disco ball that makes light like bubbles around the room. Children get into a yellow submarine and listen to the sound of harps while the procedure takes place. The Cozy Camp Adventure gives children the chance to be scanned in a specialized sleeping bag under a starry sky in an oppressive camp setting. Diaz says that the satisfaction that he gets from the children's reactions made all of his hard work worth it. There is nothing like one of your main customers telling you this is a great idea. That's said in a TED talk, the TED talk. That probably was the biggest reward I could ever have. All right, so there are pictures on here, and he does have video as well. All right, so I'm going to pop back quickly. All right, and see if the comments that have popped up, because I know that I haven't been able to get them all. All right, so I'm going to open this. Let's see here, get back here so I can get my comments going here, guys. Let's see here. I'm watching. Oh, He-Man, Master of the Universe. Oh yes. So I don't know. Is that the movie that I know that there's the cartoon He-Man. I grew up watching He-Man. But I'm trying to remember because they did make a movie of He-Man, and it was a live action. I'm just trying to remember if it's He-Man or He-Man. Well, you know what I'm talking about. All right, so let's see here. Electric cars are. Oh, yeah, see. Oh, I watched My Pet Monsters. You know, My Pet Monster. I remember that cartoon. I love that cartoon. I did. I grew up. I had one of my little monsters. I did. You know, the chains break. Oh, yeah, I had one of those dolls. They were awesome. But when they did the live action film to that one, they just totally messed that one up. They should have stuck it more to the cartoon setting, because I thought it was pretty awesome. All right, so yes, we're gonna do some more shout outs, guys. We come on, we set it up, and then I can go back and do some more positive news for you guys. Yes, see, there's always positive news that's going on. We just don't see it on the everyday news, because they rather just tell us, oh, bad things are happening. Yes, like yes, I understand there are bad things that are happening in the world. Oh yes. But you can't just tell everyone the bad things. You got to tell people the good things too. Got to give people hope. It's not hard. All right. So we have Sabrina Oltman. We have Jen Jofield. There you go, Jen. I haven't seen her pop in because usually she's like, Jello. Oh, excuse me, everybody. Wow. All right, so then we have Diane Seguin. Yes, I guess it's the whole hour change. I'm kind of tired earlier now. Just gotta get back on my schedule. All right, we have Freedom McIntyre. We have Keegan McGill. There you go, buddy. We have Daniel Parks. There you go, brother. We have there you go, Lance Banyu. There you go, brother. I haven't seen you pop in here in a little while. He was actually, I wonder how he's doing. He had back surgery a little while ago. All right, so we have Olga. There you go. We have Brenda White. Oh, I got two names left in my hand here. Who we got? We got, oh, look, Nate the Great, Nathan James. There you go, brother. NTG. And then we have Lydia Richardson. There you go. All right, guys. So let's see here. We're good. Just remember, guys, we do have you guys have a chance to win a VIP little Windex pass for November 24th in Windsor. And all you guys have to do is go over to the post and like the post. Now, the post is on MFers Live. It is on Mike for the love. MFers for the love of Mike, and it is on Mike and the MFers. Now, if you guys want a really quick way to do it, instead of scrolling through all the pages, just hop over to Mike and the MFers, and it is pinned to the very top of the page. And all you have to do is like it. That's it. That's it. Just like the post. No comment. You don't have to enter your name or nothing. Just like it. Boom. Yes. Yes, I know that the He-Man cartoons are on there. So Shira. Shira. Yeah, Shira. I got a whole bunch saved. Oh yeah. All right, guys. And you know what, guys? I don't care. I have the original Power Rangers saved on my Netflix too, because come on, the originals were the best. They were. I grew up with that one. And you know what? I still actually follow one of the Power Rangers, anyways, and that is Jason Frank. And if you guys are like, ooh, Jason Frank started off as the Green Ranger. Yes, he was the Green Ranger. His character's name was Tommy. Okay. So I followed him, go from the Green Ranger to the White Ranger. And I guess after the first, like, I think it's the first 2 seasons, first 3 seasons, that's where I ended it. It just went nuts. I guess he's been every color. He's even been a Red Ranger. I don't know. But I follow him outside of the Power Rangers. He's actually an MMA fighter, and he's really talented too. And it's really cool because, like I said, I always talk about tattoos. He actually has, I think it's on his bicep. Or is it this side? But anyways, he actually has a tattoo, and it doesn't fully say Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. It's just the letters. So you got the M for Mighty, M for Morphin, P for Power, R for Rangers. And he's got it is really cool. It is. All right, we're gonna sneak a couple. We'll do a couple more shots real quick before we go too soon. All right, guys. This way we'll gab and talk about everything, and always make sure. Little MFers, if you guys are still awake, make sure get your letter written to Santa, send it off to the student, and you will have a chance to get yourself a free little MFer shirt. Thanks to the big man himself when he comes in here and tunes in on Christmas Eve. All right, so Kyle Lake. I gotta try to go through as many of these as I can for you guys. There's so many. There's our choker on duty. Timmy playing. All right, buddy. And then we have, this is our Fog TV guy. All right, we got Paul Lucer. And then we have Liam Eulis. We have Diane Seguin again. And then, of course, look at us. The last shader for the night, just for you, Timmy. There you go, buddy. Joker on duty. Timmy playing, all right? All right, guys. So bear with me, guys. I will come back to read comments if you guys pop them up. I'm going to go back over to where'd it go? All right, it's right here. And yes, we do have more. All right, so see, guys, I didn't even leave. It's still in the same one. All right, guys. So this one's actually dated for yesterday. And this is, it's positive news, of course. It's dated for today, and it's more about the earth. So these crops are actually grow 20% better thanks to solar-powered greenhouses. Since we were talking about solar panels earlier as well. All right, so, to Sydney Pierre. Okay, so she posted with permission from Newsweek. All right, so tomatoes and cucumbers appear to grow just fine and just as healthy in smart solar-powered greenhouses that capture solar energy for electricity. Scientists from the University of California, St. Cruz, have shown how crops can grow as healthy in these new greenhouses as they do in conventional greenhouses. We have demonstrated that smart greenhouses can capture solar energy for electricity without reducing plant growth, which is pretty exciting. Michael Look, professor of environmental studies at UCSC, said in a press release. Loik is the lead author for the paper published in the American Geophysical Union's journal, Earth's Future. Solar power trapped by a red roof. So bright magenta panels cover the tops of the greenhouses, soaking up sunlight and transferring the energy to photovoltaic strips. From there, electricity is produced. The greenhouses are able to take sunlight for energy and leave the rest, allowing plants to grow using a technology called wavelength selective photovoltaic systems, or WSPVs. The technology, developed by co-authors Sue Carter and Glenn Ehlers, is less expensive and more efficient than traditional photovoltaic systems. The team tested the growth and fruit production across 20 varieties of tomatoes, cucumbers, lemons, limes, peppers, strawberries, and basil at 2 locations at the Santa Cruz campus and one in Watsonville, California. Scientists reported that 80% of the plants were unaffected by the slightly darker lighting from the magenta panels, and 20% of the crops grew better. Tomato plants need 5% less water under the magenta panels. Oh, so 5% less water. So reducing the energy used in greenhouse is crucial, since the use of greenhouses to grow food has increased by 6-fold in the past 20 years, according to Look. Solar-powered greenhouses are one of several developments for new ways of farming in recent years. Smart greenhouse detects infestations. Another company, NutraSweet. NatureSweet. Okay, get that totally wrong. NatureSweet has outfitted its greenhouses in Arizona with artificial intelligence, reported CNN. The plants are monitored with 10 cameras installed in the greenhouse ceilings, which continuously take photographs to detect insect infestation or dying plants. The software, developed by a company called Prospera, recognizes those problem spots and sends feedback 24/7. Previously, reported CNN, NatureSuite's employees walked through the greenhouse in order to spot issues with the plants. Green roofs are another method of growing food in an attempt to utilize space and close gaps in access to foods in urban areas. In Washington, D.C., Uptop Acres has opened 5 urban farms on the rooftops of buildings since 2015, reported Washington City paper. Green roofs improve stormwater collection, habitat protection, and energy preservation, in addition to providing food. The company's co-founder, Kathleen O'Keefe, told the paper that the company may not produce enough food for the city, but green roofs can change the way people think about food, in addition to utilizing unused space. Ooh. All right. I said that's how I got to. I do another one, guys, and then I'll come back and we'll talk. All right, let's see here. Oh, come on, we can do this. Oh, don't freeze on me now, guys. Oh, no. All right, wait. We're good? Nope. Maybe. All right. Do I got it? All right, there we go, guys. All right. So, all right, guys, here's one for you. This is a good one. This is dated for 2 days ago. So, man gets anonymous apology and $40 from kid who scratched his truck, but the damage is invisible. If you're a car owner, you know how important it is to maintain your vehicle's engine. But the exterior of the car also matters. Even though you want your vehicle to look as good as possible, you can't always be around to keep an eye on it. Some things are always out of your hands, and total strangers can damage your vehicle when you're not around. Oh, yeah, it's getting late, guys. Wow. I'm just getting older. All right. So some things are out of your hands, and total strangers can damage your vehicle when you're nowhere around at all. John Zanillo of Moline, Illinois, got a letter in the mail earlier this week from one of those strangers. The letter was clearly from a kid, and it was an apology for having scratched his truck with a skateboard. It read, "Mister, I want to say I'm sorry. My friends and I were running across the street where your truck was parked, and my friend pushed me into your truck, and I scratched your truck with my skateboard." Enclosed with the letter was $40 to cover the cost of the damage, with a promise of more money to come. There was one problem that left John confused. He could not find any damage to his truck. He went public with the letter in hopes of finding the youngster behind the touching gesture and returning the money. And there is a video up there too, guys. So like I said, I will share this so you guys can always go ahead, click it, and you guys can actually watch the video that he posted up. That was pretty cool. All right. Okay, so let's see here. No, I don't got time if it keeps doing that. Come on, work with me. I can make this happen. All right, so let's see here. Oh, that's going way back. I don't want that one, guys. Oops. I went a little too far. All right, guys, here's one. And this was actually from 2 days ago. Ayahuasca plant may relieve depression and addiction, says largest observational study to date. So this is more towards health, and it's dated for 2 days ago. So ayahuasca, psychedelic traditionally brewed in South America, has shown in a study to improve people's general sense of well-being and may offer a treatment for alcoholism and depression. According to the study, conducted by a team from Exeter Exeter University and University College London, the Amazonian brew contains DMTs, a psychedelic drug illegal in the US and UK, and can improve your sense of well-being and fight away depression. The team has also found that this potent brew is capable of fighting several addiction problems, including alcoholism. DMT is also far more effective in controlling drinking among several alcoholics compared to other hallucinogens like LSD or magic mushrooms. The research is believed to be the biggest undertaking yet to look into the effects of ayahuasca and DMT. Several observational studies have examined the long-term effects of regular ayahuasca use in the religious context. In this work, long-term ayahuasca use has not been found to impact on conjunctivity ability, produce addiction, or worsen mental health problems, said senior author Professor Celia Morgan of the University of Exeter in the study. In fact, some of these observational studies suggest that ayahuasca use is associated with less problematic alcohol and drug use, and better mental health and cognitive functionings, she added. The team used global drug survey data of over 96,000 participants, which measured well-being using the Personal Well-being Index. This is an outline survey tool for scientists who study things such as personal relationships, connection with the community, and a sense of achievement. Of around 96,000 participants, 527 were ayahuasca users, 18,138 used LSD or magic mushrooms, and 78,236 did not take any psychedelic drugs. According to the study, only some psychoactive effects can be felt consuming the ayahuasca vine alone. The hallucinogen DMT component is digested into the stomach and remains inactive without the inclusion of monoamine oxidase inhibitor, or MAOI, which brings out the hallucinogenic properties of this drug. This was widely documented in the 2000 book titled DMT, A Spirit Molecule, a doctor's revolutionary research into the biology of near-death and mystical experiences, written by Rick Strassman. The study says that combining with the MAOI-containing plant and DMT-containing substance is necessary for the full hygienic effect. The effects of the hallucinogens usually lasted for 6 hours and were most strongly felt 1 hour after consumption. Ayahuasca users reported higher general well-being over the previous 12 months than other respondents in the survey. These findings lend some support to the notion that ayahuasca could be an important and powerful tool in treating depression and alcohol use disorders, said lead author Dr. Will Long of University College London in a press release. Recent research has demonstrated ayahuasca potential as a psychiatric medicine, and our current study provides further evidence that it may be a safe and promising treatment. It is important to take note that these data are purely observational and do not demonstrate causality yet. Moreover, ayahuasca users in this survey still had an average drinking level which would be considered hazardous. Therefore, randomized control trials must be carried out to fully examine ayahuasca's ability to help treat mood and addiction disorders. However, the study is notable because it is, to the best of our knowledge, the largest survey of ayahuasca users completed to date. The researchers said future studies should examine the relationship between ayahuasca use, mental health, well-being, and problematic alcohol and substance use among the participants. That's awesome. Oh, guys, all right. So I'm going to jump back to these comments here. I was able to quickly do one more up there for you guys. All right, because I know that, hey, depression is a big thing that we deal with in our lifetime. We've lost some greats due to it, from Chester to Chris to Robin Williams himself. But yes, guys, Shane, how are you? Yes, it's getting to be that time, guys. It is. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the positive news feed. All right. I know I'm not this big, reporter. Got my desk stuff. I'm a simple guy hosting off MF First Live for you guys. All right. And like I said, I hope you guys had a good time. Learned some new things. Get to hear some positive news that's happening around the world. I know, put a smile on my face. It's really awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. All right, to the one out there, I know that you do watch. All right, remember, it's your time always, and always remember, guys, you're never alone. Okay, if you're standing there and you're feeling alone, and you don't want it, you're not needed. Trust me, you are. Okay, because you know what, this is who I am. All right, I'm Michael Klotz. You guys can get a hold of me here on Facebook. You guys can get a hold of me on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and Twitter. That's as simple as it is. Just Michael J. Klotz 1. You guys can Facebook message me, text me, whatever. If you guys ever need someone to talk to, you guys can always get a hold of this man here because I am the original MF, ladies and gentlemen. And I will see you guys tomorrow, all right? So remember, same MF for time, same MF for channel. Keep spreading the peace, love, and positivity. And remember one big thing, guys, to you, yes, you that's watching right now as I'm saying this, all right? I want you to remember one big thing, all right? You matter, all right? Just remember, you matter.